Hey, what's going on? Yeah, just chilling at the bench here. You know, just looking at stuff. I'll do a little zoom out of my bench just to show you how flippin' messy this thing is. It's got stuff everywhere. And the cat. Oh, it's cat. Never fails, he's always up here. Alright, so the focus of this video is these guys. Picked them up a while ago. Been deciding what I wanted to put on them. I wouldn't mind putting on some of these guys because they're super stretchy, and I'm guessing they probably stretch onto it. Alright, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Alright, so popping these out. These are those 1.3s. They are frickin' gorgeous. They're brass and aluminum, you know. They are Injora. I really dig the machining by Injora. I think they make some of the nicest stuff for a really nice price too. Like a Treel's great, but whew, damn, crazy price. Little guy racing parts, like their aluminum stuff, a little expensive. Oh, he's getting it. Oh, look at him. He's stacking. He's stacking. Oh, busted. Yeah, this cat's always doing stuff. But you look at the Treel brass up here in Canada, it's like 85 bucks for a set of wheels, and I'm just like, no way. I think these guys came in at around 30. He's just giving her. Well, of course, I move the camera and he stops. Get it, tiny guy, get it. Okay, never mind. So I really dig the look of these guys. I think they're freaking fantastic looking. Like, ooh wee, beauty. So you can take them apart. There's two sets of screws. You got your fronts here, really small. Then you got your backs that join the actual, what do you call it? Bead lock. That's your bead lockers here. This is the guy that joins this faceplate. So, I think I'm going to take that off and do these red, because this guy's going to get some loving. Which it hasn't had loving in a while. Like, I don't mind those wheels, but those are just so flash. Like, those are so flash. I might just black out the chrome. Not sure yet. But I got some 64 swamps. You can get these on Amazon now for you Canadian folk. Hey, it's pretty sweet. It's actually cheaper to buy it there than straight from Little Guy. So I think shipping, I think a set of these would cost me around $50 to get if I was just to buy these without anything else. Because shipping is like $20. So on Amazon they're 33 bucks to your door. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. The only ones they didn't have are the black labels. Which, that's fine, I already got a set. Don't need them, but this guy needs some of these on there. And I don't want to ruin these in case they don't stretch over the 1.3s. So that's why I got this combo. Because if I ruin these, I'm not really out much. Like, I drink beer, so it's a waste of money. And if these rip, it's just the same thing. Not getting anything from it. Whoop-dee. So I'm thinking that these might work. Just to slice you open. Man, they're crazy sticky when they're new. Oh, holy! They look so good too. Like, look at the difference from how well used and weathered. I guess if I took them to the sink and washed them off, but I think they will stretch. They're pretty damn stretchy, so we'll see what they end up looking like. And these things are pretty wide. Like, these are made for 7.0s, and I'm just not into tires that big on these rigs. I don't think it looks good at all. It changes your geometry, so climbing is not the same anymore. Bumps aren't the same. That's why I went with 64s. I was like, yeah, that's big enough. I don't want to go over that. I have no interest in going over that unless it's something like that. Like, those are 7.0s. I'm like, that's close to the right size. That'd be pretty flash on there too, but I don't know, pretty decent. I was thinking for this guy, but then I'm like, I just gave it rims, and I really freaking dig these. Like, they're so nice looking. Some of the nicest wheels I've seen. Straight up, cheap. Injora, nice machining. Went together really well. Good stuff. Yeah, I think it's been almost a month since I made a video. So there's just a little something. If you've been wondering on these guys, I'd suggest getting them. They're freaking beautiful. When you see them in person, it looks so much nicer than on camera. Like, they're still pretty good looking. Sweet pattern. I saw them and I was like, I gotta buy them before they sell out. Don't want to miss out on that. And I like taking these guys, cutting out the shit, and the eat. Yeah, you know where. That's too funny. Eat shit. Slap that on the back. I think that's on that guy. Eat shit. Anyway, yeah. Still have so much work to do on this guy. Work's been interfering. Get days off and I'm just like, meh. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit around and play video games. So yeah, there's still so much on this bench that I'm just like, So winter's coming soon. It's like summer ended up here and winter just hit hard. It's like, So this project is probably going to get finished soon. Just need to get an ESC, but I'm still debating on what I want to do with that. Like, it's got the Fat Viper, wherever it is right now. Somewhere. This table's a frickin' mess. Like, just look at this thing. There's no room for anything. It's just so dirty. Oh, wait. I got the ESC, I just need to get a transmitter now. I'm like, what do I want to use? Should I just get a typical, like, A1, I think it is? Like your typical normal. I guess you can't see it in there. I took the box off it. But the original. Some guy's like, I shall get it. Not sure what to do with it. Oh. And there goes the 3D printed motor. He's gonna grab it, take it somewhere. Yeah, there it goes. Mischief. So much mischief. But, do I want to stick with maybe a Spectrum? But then I realized these remotes suck. This thing broke so fast. So I'm probably just going to go with a normal first version V1 receiver so I can just bind this thing to that. Then I don't have to buy a remote. I have no interest of having one remote do 10 vehicles. So just, if you have anybody like come over and want to run a rig, then you're like, oh, it's binded to this. It's like, yeah, I'll just leave them all stock. It's fine. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't like this thing. Like, I do not like this thing. So I was looking at the Fury Tech. It's got the Avatar 4-wheel steer. It's got a little thumb wheel here, so you can be turning up front, and then thumb wheel in the back here. So you got completely independent rear steer, and I think I'm gonna get that, but it's not cheap. I think it's gonna cost about 350 bucks for that. I'm like, not sure how I feel about that, just for a rear steer. Seems a little steep, but, you know, small increments. Don't have to do it all at once. Don't want to drain the funds, but yeah. I'm thinking those would be sweet, stretched over some 1.3s. See if we can do it right now. Yeah, there we go. Stretch it. Okay, there we go. So they will stretch. Doesn't look like they're gonna rip. Pretty cool. Huh. Oh, almost had it. Just get that in there a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, there we go. Mocked her up. Sick. Look at that, hey. Outer diameter, still the same, but with this monster freaking wheel in it. Cool, man. That looks freaking awesome, actually. That looks like a street truck. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that, actually. Just gotta change the color because I want it red, clearly. Because the rest of this thing is red. Nice. And I'm thinking that these will take lead a little easier than... I don't know if I'll have to trim or what. Alright, got this huge stash of lead here. Lead wheel weights, specifically for RC. Well, that's what I'm using them for. So it looks like that'll go on there quite nicely. How many segments will go on there? This wheel's going to be ridiculously heavy, because I think these are already coming in at 43. And I know these, with the way I did them, I think these were 46. And they come in at 86 grams right now, with everything inside and the wheel. So I can only imagine how many segments are going to wrap around this. It's going to be next level shit. Cool, anyway. Later.